It's a '06 or '07. That's what Dan said. So don't blame me. Take his word on it. Just gotta tape off these headlights before we get started. And it's hot as balls in here, so if you see me sweating, blame Dan. That guy over there in the corner, right there. Dan the man. So it's not a sea crawl, is it? You said something about steak.
No, we're doing a crawfish.
Crawfish.
Yeah.
It got shrimp in it?
DJ's Cajun.
Who? I've never had a crawfish. I never ate one of those before.
Me either. But that's why I'm getting steak, just in case.
Just in case it's nasty?
Yep.
Bring some shrimp too.
Yeah.
What's going on, chat? Y'all could throw a like in the chat, get it boosted up so we get some people in here. What's up? What's up? I don't even know how to say your name. Nice ride. if you say so. What's up? What's up? What's up, Shark Raps? What's up, Mason? Y'all got any questions? Go ahead and ask. If you could, throw a like in the chat so we get the chat boosted up a little bit. If you see me sweating like crazy, like I said before, it's Dan's fault. It's like 100 in the shop right now. It's like 110.
Oh, you're
Yeah. It's like 110 in the shop right now. He said it's lagging. Let me turn the Wi-Fi up. Wi-Fi sucks, no AC. Phone probably overheating, yeah, that too. What's up from Russia? You like this Porsche? We got another one over there. Except this one's getting the rework because all the body work all over it. They're getting it rewrapped, so. Yeah. So we got the headlight taped off. Sure all the dust is off. I'm gonna get a wheel cover so I don't get dust on my coming out from the wheel well. There we go. Montana. Appreciate it, appreciate it. From Asheville, North Carolina. All right, y'all, let's get started. We're throwing down 3M Stone Gray, I think. Yeah, 3M Stone Gray. Gotta map this out, get rid of all this extra film. Alright, let's bring y'all up a little bit. Better view of this. Say bye-bye. Nah, I'll put them out. I have some mods, but put them in timeout. Put that boy in timeout. That's crazy. I didn't know they did that now. You can put people in timeout. Alright, so like I said, 3M Stone Gray. This fender is pretty fun to wrap. I enjoy it. Just because of all the glassing you have to do. Get rid of some of this extra film. We got over here. Definitely don't need all that. Talking to me? Neither of us can do neither of those. He owns all the cars. I wish I owned the new Porsche 911 over there. Not gonna lie. Nah, this is a customer's car. It's a customer's car. I'm about to wrap. Pull this off. Huh? Yeah, it was almost Dan's car until he realized all the bodywork that was hidden underneath the wrap. To say the least. It's definitely a fun one to wrap. And look at that, my paper is coming off of it. My liner. Blast that out. Let's go ahead and take this off because this is definitely in the way now. You get all these wrinkles out. There we go. Nicely glassed now. No, I do not own this. Have you ever worked on a bike? I've worked on motorcycles. I've had people wanting me to wrap bicycles, but the cost for what you are trying to do is just not worth it. But if you buy some wrap yourself, yeah, you can wrap a bike. It's gonna take you a while though. No, the bike leads. Yeah, we don't. They just take too long for what it costs. Y'all have any questions? Need quotes? Want to learn about wrapping? anything like that, just throw it in the chat and I'll answer it while I'm working. So now we just need to glass this. Since I took my liner off, go ahead and get this panel a little wet. So I don't have to worry about too many scratches. And I'm gonna just use my hand. It's easier with the curvature. A lot easier. So I squeegee out most of that curve. Then I could switch over to the squeegee. Just bring y'all in a little bit closer. How much do you make on this business? I mean, solo installer, you can clear 100K. If you're just chilling, you can clear 70. If you have decent speed. If you're doing cars in like 3 to 4 days and you're doing like 1 car a week with like some extra jobs here and there, chrome deletes, bumper wraps, whatever it may be. And the startup cost is pretty low. You start up with like 100, 200 bucks and you can do it out of your garage. So very easy job to start, but kind of a hard skill to learn. I have a BMW M4. It is actually right here. It's not that color anymore, but it's midnight gold. It's midnight gold now. We trim out some of this extra. I'm going to slide the blade along the front side of this door. We got enough material to tuck around the back side of the fender. What is the car? I think it's a 09 Porsche 911 Carrera. I mean, it's 3M or Avery. The wrap will last like 4 or 5 years. If you get calendar film, maybe 2 to 3 years. So, and it's only like $100, $200 price difference. So you're better off just getting the better film. You see the full car. So I just got the roof, the hood, and the fenders done so far. Still day one. I had to sand a lot of the car today also and finish taking off the vinyl that was already on it. Yes, sir. So now we're gonna trim away this. It is a black car, so we could cut right against this hood and tuck the rest into the fender area. But if it was like a red or yellow, we would probably open the hood and tuck it a lot deeper just because you want to fully hide that color. But on black cars, you kind of get a pass because the seam or the crack is already black. Here. Like I said, y'all got any questions, just ask. Throw a like in the chat if you can. Help boost the chat a little bit. Get some more people in here. Get some more questions going. This is 3M. I think it's stone gray. I don't wrap bikes. I didn't hear today. So we're just trimming away some of this vinyl so we could tuck it a little bit easier around the headlight. We just want to lift our wrap up. Get everything tucked as deep as we can. Looks pretty good to me. Want to post heat it to make sure nothing's peeling back before we cut. Yeah, it looks like we're good here. So we go ahead and trim this out. Like I say, y'all got any questions, you want to learn about wrapping, you want a quote on your car, want to know how much you can make, whatever it may be, let me know. Do you only post heat before cut? Yeah, so it's whenever you remember when I pulled the wrap outwards, that was stretching the wrap, and then I tucked it into that area. I needed to post heat it so that it shrink back to its original form, and I make sure that it's not bridging in here, like it's not pulling the wrap back out. When it's flat on this area, you don't really have to worry about it. But when it's something like you're actually pulling and distorting the film a little bit, then you want to post heat it to make it shrink back to its original form before you cut it. I used to wrap motorcycles. We don't really get them like that out here, so it's not really a service we offer, but I've done them before. They're not fun. So now I'm cutting it right on this rubber. I don't like to tuck too deep when the rubber is actually just touching the gasket. because sometimes they'll rub the wrap back and forth and make it wrinkle. Especially on a black car, there's no need for that. So we get it as close to that gasket. And then we just tuck it the rest of the way slightly under the gasket. Not too much, because like I said, with the gasket moving around with the headlight, it could rub when there's a lot of wrap underneath. Yeah, every time you distort the film, man, you gotta heat it. You gotta heat it back to its original form, because here's what you get with a lot of wrappers. They'll go to stretch around corners and stuff like that. They're like, oh, it looks good, and cut. Well, you might want to lift it up off the opposite panel, give it a little heat, just to make sure it doesn't peel back on you. And if you're good from there, then you can make your cut. You always want to leave a little bit of film when you cut, so you could tuck all the way underneath and around. I'm actually re-wrapping this car because it was wrapped at another shop, and he didn't like the job so bad that he was willing to get it re-wrapped again. But he made sure he went to the right person this time. You gotta be careful who you book, because they don't post heat corners and stuff like that, and they end up getting a lot of peel back, especially on a car like this where the bumper requires so much stretch. You gotta post heat everything, preheat, post heat, all that. Good thing for me though, I got a chance to see where the problem areas were on this car, so I could kind of avoid that. Just in general, doesn't, if anything, 3M is cast film, Avery is cast film. If you're dealing with calendar films, i.e. Vinyl Frog, Tiny Bot, Vivid, Tech Wrap, all that stuff, you want to post heat it like crazy. You almost want to melt the wrap, because those films have a lot more tendency to peel back even more than the better films like 3M, Avery, KPMF. Yeah, hey, what I always say is make sure you see high quality pictures and high quality videos on their website, their YouTube, or their Instagram. If they don't have an online presence, they're not confident in their work, or you need to go to the shop and see if they have any pictures for you they could show, because this is kind of like one of those prove it. You got to prove it. You got to prove your, if you're just out here saying you know how to wrap cars, it's like, it's kind of sketchy when you don't have a portfolio. So this is a trade where the customer should like, hey, I want to see how good you are. Do you have your personal car wrapped? Is your shop car wrapped? Can I check that? Verify and confirm. Always verify and confirm. I'm post heating this because I stretched it around this corner. I stretched it into this corner over here to get it to look good. So I want to post heat that film a little bit, and it did wrinkle. The wrinkles did relax right in this front area right here, so that might have caused some type of peel back. So like I said, you always want to post heat. Very meticulous job. We go back and we post heat one more time. Nothing peels back, we know we're good to go. This blue tape acts as a tack reducer, so it'll help me slide the wrap into that crack. Alright, so now I'm gonna pop the hood and I'm gonna work on this corner right here. Bring y'all over here and show you how I do this. Bring it down a little bit. Y'all got any questions, go ahead and ask. Need quotes, whatever it may be that you want to ask. Throw a like in the chat so we can keep the chat boosted up. And I appreciate y'all being here with me today. So I'm gonna peel this corner up a little bit because I want to stretch this one a little bit to hook this corner area a little better. Not too much. A little warm, minimal stretch over that corner and hook it. It's gonna make that corner look really nice. All right, and since I stretch it, I want to go back and heat it. See where my peel back is. See, I got a little bit right here, so I'm gonna round it off. Move the vinyl out that way and in this way to get rid of those little wrinkles. Once you can't do it with your finger, get your tucking tool and do it. Just rounding off the corner. Post heat it again. See where that peel back is. Continue to work it down. Let's heat it one more time. All right. So now I could cut right where those wrinkles start. Let's get rid of peel back. You missed the spot. And we can tuck this in here. Manipulating the panel a little bit, so I'm pushing the front bumper down to create a bigger gap where I could tuck into this gap a little bit easier. Also, I have my blue tape, so the wrap's not sticking to this side of the bumper. Clean corner, clean edges. Post heat it one more time. No peel back. We're good to go. Now we can move up to this top area over here. Bring y'all up a little bit. So this area, I need to hook this corner, I need to round off this corner, and I need to tuck this all behind the door. Now I could go ahead and run my finger and pre-tuck this, but for the rest of this, I need my squeegee. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I got a bunch of tutorial videos. I'm actually doing a full video on this one, so you can come back and watch this. Normally what I do is I record one side of the car, Then normally a panel, the door, this mirror, the quarter panel, all on this side. I'll do like a live stream. So yeah, I'm always live, man. All right, so we want to bring this panel, bring the wrap off of the car a little bit, kind of tuck it behind that edge. Tuck all this back behind. Give this corner a little bit of heat. Heat helps it to be a little bit more malleable, so you can rub it around those edges without wrinkles. Or sometimes if you have wrinkles, it will just soften the wrinkles for you. So we want to rub it around that edge. I could come back and trim all this out behind here. I'm not cutting it right on the edge of the fender. I'm giving it a little bit of vinyl that can be tucked around the back side. I'm gonna give it a little heat, soften up that vinyl. And it actually hugged around the corner itself. So that was nice. And we got this corner area done. Back over here. Now, I just gotta open my door so I can hook that corner. Come out here, make sure all this is laid down. Alright, open the door. Again, let's bring y'all in a little close. I can see this. Now, it's not a Cayman, it's a Carrera. I think it's a 09. What's going on, green light? Yeah, when the vinyl wants to be there, when it hugs and it's not peeling back, you did a good stretch. If you start to get fingers, then you definitely overstretched it. And don't try to make it work. Vinyl's not going to stay somewhere where it doesn't want to be. So peel that back a little bit. A little heat. Small stretch around that corner. Heat this a little bit more. Alright. Now you just rub the wrap, fight those wrinkles down this way. Rub them back behind the fender. Give this some more heat. I don't have anything peeling back, so I could cut this corner now. Post heat one more time to make sure. Alright, no peel back. Good to go on that. Alright, then just for the rest of this, like I said before, we're just rubbing it into the back of this fender area. Bring y'all over this way a little bit. Alright, so we almost done. We just gotta tackle this wheel well area. Say rapid pass, I learned on my own time to get started. I would take a beginner rap class first. I'll be honest with you. Unless you work at a rap shop and then you try on your own. So I learned at a rap shop, and then I learned how to rap everything by myself, which made it easier. So there's that route. But yeah, if you're starting out, you're just gonna burn through money. So you definitely wanna take a rap class for sure. It's just gonna help you save money on material. You could do the rap classes that are offered, but if you do a rap class, try to make sure that it's no more than like 5 people in whatever class you're doing, whether that's a one-on-one. I do offer one-on-ones, or like it's one of those bigger classes, because sometimes when the class is like 15, 20 people, it's not enough instructors to really give you a bunch of hands-on training. So you got to be careful for that, because the classes are expensive. Like those big classes like that are like $2,500 per person. They're pretty expensive. Appreciate it, Mike. Oh, it's super hot here. Hello from Russia. It's super hot here. It doesn't affect the rap any. I mean, if anything, the heat just makes the rap a little bit easier to work with. So it's not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. It just sucks for you, the installer, that's sweating like crazy, like I am right now. All right, so with this area, it's a lot of tension. So we want to give it some heat. Relax it a little bit so it won't fight us when we try to push it into this wheel well. Softening up the wrap. As you can see, those corners are starting to pull, so we want to take care of the corners first. Making sure we get full coverage on those. And then once we get the corner, we want to work our way up, feeding it in like this. From the edge to the back of the trim. Edge to the back of the trim. Edge, back of the trim. Same thing over here. Feed it up. And I'm going to work this in first. And from the edge, working that vinyl to the back of the trim. And once we got all that in, we feel like we got everything down. We want to post heat it to make sure it's sticking properly. If it's not peeling back off the edge, and that's good.
Payment time. What was the charge for the boat for you?
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
So I think in total we had charged him then. It was like, I think the shop kept less on that one. The shop kept
Well, I don't think you knew that he was doing the interior also.
Yeah. So I think it was like 500 on my end, and then he already paid for material, so he would owe 1,500 then.
Yeah. Located in VA. Yeah, man, I'm down the road. There's also classes. Elite Rapper holds classes out in Florida. You can find them on Instagram. You can find the class dates on metrorestyling.com. So now that I post heat everything and it's not peeling back off of my edges, now I could cut all the excess film off of these edges. Get that cut. Got all that cut. I want to hit it with a torch one more time. Make sure everything stays. Everything looks like it's staying, then we're good to go. That torch is just gonna kill the memory of the film. Once you get it all laid down, you heat it to about 200 degrees. It's gonna kill the memory of the film so it doesn't pull back on you. So that's why we post heat. And that, my friends, is how we do a fender. That is my last panel of the day, but I'll walk y'all around so you can see the car, how far we got today. So we sanded out this front bumper area, wrap the hood, wrap both fenders, and then also wrap the roof on this car. So tomorrow, gonna be wrapping the door, the fender on both sides, and then possibly this trunk area. Now the trunk is not gonna be done on live. I'm gonna do that on a video because I'm gonna do a long form video for this car. So stay tuned for that if you want to see exactly how to do this car. And this is one of my dream cars right here. Nah, this isn't a wrap. This is the original paint on this car. I think it's a Porsche 911 Carrera. What is that one? Carrera 4S. Yeah. This is a wrap though. Going black to 3M stone gray.